All right, so I'm gonna try to do a react video to this response by Facebook, on Facebook by Governor Ige. Here we go. This ought to be fun. Let's see. Governor David Ige. I think this is a 25-minute video.
That they had triggered this mistake until they received the mass communication on their mobile device? Did you ask him why? He said, yes, I really want to do this. Because
You asked someone, why did you make a mistake? It was not intentional, it was a mistake. But there was
employee didn't realize that they had triggered this.
This one was recorded about 10 hours ago, titled False Missile Launch Alert.
Good afternoon. Today is a day that most of us will never forget. A day when many in our community thought that our worst nightmares
To
might
invoke that
actually be
whole
happening.
FDR
A day when
sentiment right
many
there.
frantically tried to think about the things that they would do if
Yeah,
a
man.
ballistic missile launch would happen.
Seriously, I was hiding in a bathtub
I
earlier
know
today.
firsthand that what happened today was totally unacceptable, and
Yeah.
many in our community
Yeah,
was
no
deeply
shit.
affected by this.
Mhm.
And I'm sorry for that pain and confusion
All right.
that anyone might have experienced. I'm too very angry and disappointed that this happened.
Oh, okay.
We are doing everything that we can immediately to ensure that it never happens again. We have spent the morning with General Logan,
Two
Bern
stern-looking
Miyagi,
fools
and
behind
those
them.
involved with emergency management and their teams. And
This
I've directed
commissary.
them to make the changes necessary
Stupid
to
too.
ensure that a false alarm
He's a
will
Democrat.
not
There's no
happen.
heart. Whoever this dude is, just keep trolling.
We are
That's
working
dumb.
to evaluate everything in the sequence of today's activities
Oh,
to
okay.
make sure that we are prepared and the procedures are changed
We get a
so that
sequence
a
of what happened
single
today.
person will not be able to make an error that triggers another false alarm.
I really want to know who is this
With
person
that, I'd
who
like to
caused
turn
this
it over
giant
to
ass mistake
Vern
today.
Miyagi to go through today's events.
Is that Herb Miyagi?
I'm Vern Miyagi, the administrator of
Vern
Hawaii
Miyagi.
Emergency Management Agency.
It's an old uncle right there.
I deeply apologize for the trouble and heartbreak that we caused today. We've spent the last few months trying to get ahead of this whole threat so that we could provide as much notification and preparation time to the public. Today was something that I regret because I accept responsibility for this. This is my team. We made a mistake. We're going to take processes and study this so that this doesn't happen again. Let me go over, you were distributed today a press release, I believe, hard copy. There's a timeline in that. I'd like to spend a few minutes just going over that timeline.
Oh, you got a timeline.
At 0805 this morning, our state warning point, which is my 24/7 operation group, did a change of shift preparation, and at the end of the new incoming shift will do a check or a test of the ballistic missile preparation checklist.
Okay.
So at 0805, this test started. At 0807 is when the trigger is pulled on the test.
Sounds about right.
The wrong button was pushed on this test. It went into an actual event versus a test. At 8:10 a.m., we of course got messages on our wireless alert system, on the telephones and so on, and calls that this had gone out. And at that point in time,
It means
we started
that
the recall or the
they
cancellation
probably
process.
checked their phones and went like, "Oh shit."
At 8:13 a.m., State Warning Point issued a cancellation of a civil danger warning message. And what this does is prevent any more messages going out. It doesn't issue a separate message canceling it. It just stops the messages from going out.
And that probably explains a lot because local
8:20
news
a.m.,
channels went out.
Hawaii Emergency Management Agency issued a public notification of cancellation on the Facebook and Twitter.
Why on Facebook and Twitter? Just do it
8:24
on.
a.m., Governor Ige retweets our message
So
for cancellation notice.
there you have it. Twitter is
At
now
8:30 a.m.,
the
Governor posts a cancellation
number one
notification
way
on the Facebook page.
have public
And at
accountability apparently
8:45
from
a.m.,
government
after getting
institutions.
authorization from FEMA's IPAWS, Integrated Public Alert and Warning System, HIEM issued a civil emergency message that
I knew it was like a false alarm
alerted
just by
people that this was
not
this was a-
Ige's tweet, but
a missile
Tulsi
was not
Gabbard's
incoming and this was a
tweet.
false alarm. And that's where we were as the end of today. As far as the way ahead, I have to emphasize that this is what has been happening over the last few months is our focus has been getting the notification out to the public.
Okay.
One thing
Fair.
that we have to work on more is the cancellation notice in this event.
Oh yeah.
Our focus now, of course, is not to have any more false alarms going out. And by doing this, we're working on procedures that have already been implemented. First of all, the governor has directed that we hold off any more tests until we get this squared away. What has already been put in place is the two-person rule. That during a drill, there will always be two people there before the button is pushed for both drills and for the actual alert.
So 2 people messed
The other point
up,
is the
one
cancellation
person messed
message.
up.
We will have a cancellation template that's already been inserted, whereby that cancellation message already prescripted would go out and say that this is a false alarm and there's no missile inbound.
Man, Ige's really looking like
I have
he's
to emphasize that
thinking about re-election or something.
at 8:10 a.m., right after this went out, General Logan called Pacific Command to confirm that there was no missile inbound. And that was our priority for us to make sure that that word got out.
That word got out that there was no missile.
The other
Like,
thing that we need to do is expanding the notification protocols so all of the governors, the mayors, the counties all understand that this is a false alarm.
okay.
We need to make more contacts to notify that this was a false alarm. The other point is contact with the press and the media to make sure this goes out right away also. Again, I apologize
I
for
had
this. This is my
KHON
responsibility and
on
my
and
team.
nothing showed.
But please keep in mind that, again, the threat is there. If this comes out, you're going to have only about 12 to 13 minutes of warning for an actual event.
Oh
Please
shit,
take this
really?
to heart.
Not 17 anymore? What the
Again, I
hell?
apologize for what's happened.
Okay, well, you at least took responsibility for your team. I hope you're
Aloha,
that
good
idiot.
afternoon, everyone. My name is George Seghetti. I'm the CEO for the Hawaii Tourism Authority.
Why the fuck are you
Obviously,
there?
It's a day we'll never forget.
Can you stop referencing
Like everyone else,
Pearl?
we're extremely concerned that this happened. But we're also encouraged, and I'm very encouraged, that we'll have all of the key decision makers and agencies now coming together, having serious dialogue to ensure that this never ever happens
If
again.
you ever wanted proof how tourism is an
Upon
economic driver, there it
hearing,
is.
the notice,
At a
we
security
immediately
meeting,
reached out to airports,
Security
harbors,
press release.
our 10 global partners. And in many instances, because of the time difference, we were able to message very quickly that this was a false alarm.
That's
And
interesting.
hopefully mitigate any potential damage
Text
there.
messages from Hawaii tourism
We
industry
spoke
to every other
all of
tourist
our island
presidency
chapters,
board.
our industry stakeholders, obviously very, very concerned, and we assured them that there will, as I mentioned earlier, that there will be very serious dialogue between all of the
Stakeholders.
decision makers and agencies to ensure it doesn't happen again.
It's like, that's all you
The
got.
important thing, I think, is
Just say
that
it. The plane's
for
coming
us,
in with tourists.
the health, safety, and welfare of our
Tourists.
visitors and our residents alike is
Fuck
always,
you.
always top priority.
Fuck this guy.
And we're going to do
Terrorist.
everything that we can ensure that that is there.
It's not even the people who live
And
here.
then
Those fools
the
would have been
message I would like to be
evacuated.
very clear when in speaking to our global partners is that Hawaii is open for business, is
Oh,
still
wow.
perceived as the most safe, clean, welcoming destination in the world.
Yeah, aloha
And
to
I'm
you.
confident we'll continue that message.
Oh
Thank
man,
you.
this guy trying to run. Look at him. He's like, I'm confident we're gonna run.
With that, we open it up to your questions.
Governor, never say
Chief of
never. In a day of technology where you can do it live, why rely on canned audio notification?
You know, I think we have a combination. The notification process is a variety of different mechanisms. We have the sirens. You know, we have cell phones today. We have internet and social media mechanisms. We do know that we need to be able to broadcast messages across all platforms.
Okay.
And certainly that's what the intention was.
I hope you talk to some
you know,
like
there
computer
was
science
no
programmer.
automated way to send a false alarm cancellation. We had to initiate a manual process.
So who's your
and that,
override?
was why it took a while to.
Did you just
to
say like there
notify
is no override
Is there a
process?
way to connect it to when you have such things as Nixle alerts where it could come out that fast, much faster? Wouldn't that be a better option?
Well, certainly we will be looking at, we've already implemented some actions to speed the process so that the public would be notified faster. But we are evaluating all of the processes that we currently have to ensure that we can provide the notice to the public as soon as possible.
That's a good
So to
political
clarify,
answer.
the 38 minutes that transpired between the initial alert going out and the false alarm notification was the result of the time that you guys needed to manually.
38 minutes. That's like an
Well,
episode
well,
of 20.
It's a couple things.
It's like half an episode of 24 right there.
Certainly, we had sent notification that it was a false alarm much earlier than the 38
I don't
minutes.
remember.
The 38-minute
Twitter.
interval is really the interval that we
remember what
had to manually go through the process to
time
provide
Tulsi sent out
notification on the smartphones and cell phones.
Yeah, no shit.
We did have other notification that occurred much sooner.
I mean, we
than
would
that.
know.
Right, on Twitter and on Facebook.
With
but not
EMP just
everyone is
blasting the
plugged
crap
into
out of the
these social media
phones.
Platforms. They rely on these mass notifications via mobile devices.
God, this
or
tourist
the
guy is just
sirens,
like,
which in some
what's
cases
happening
did
here?
go off in
Look to the
certain
left, look to the right.
communities.
Yes, the sirens was separate, and a few of them went off, but most of them did not because they're not involved with this test.
Yeah, because Manoa didn't fire off.
Clarification then is why were those sirens triggered when you guys were already issuing a correction that it was a false alarm?
We have to check on that. That's why we do the monthly test. But the
Okay.
drill that was done this morning was only for the emergency alert system, which is the TV radio, and then the wireless emergency alert system, which is your cell phones.
Okay.
Is the real alert supposed to work then where you would get this notification and then are the sirens supposed to go after
That's
that?
correct. But because this is an internal test, a drill, we don't want the sirens to go off publicly.
So why did the sirens go
We
off?
have to review that. We have to test. But
So we
again,
have to
it's an
review that
internal
either
drill,
means
so the sirens are
we
not
don't know
supposed to
or
go
we messed
outside.
up.
This is just to make sure the warning point personnel know exactly what process to follow to initiate if this was a real event.
And if there's a situation you're saying it was the wrong button was pushed,
Yes.
I guess give us a little clear. So there are buttons on a panel.
It
One
is-
person pushes a certain button, and there's no
Some
sort of
comment was just going,
safety guard where
Kim
it's
Jong Un's
saying
having a
straight
laugh.
one
No, he's
button.
probably telling his like
It's a screen,
contact to tell the U.S.
more
that
like
wasn't me.
A mouse click. It's a screen, a test button, and an actual. The wrong button was passed.
So how does
Once that button is pushed, that's it. It goes through.
so
That's
there's
correct.
two buttons and
I was going to say that
the person
old
touched
process was
the real
redundancy.
button.
We've implemented changes already to assure that it becomes a
Like what,
redundant
color
process
code?
so that it won't be a
Green-
single individual. There'll
green
be
and red,
at
black and
least
yellow,
two
what?
people that would be involved to initiate
Oh
the
man,
alert.
I mean, since this morning.
Triangles,
Yes.
squares,
That's correct.
circles.
To clarify, with a mouse click, someone
my
sent
God.
out this mass alert saying that this is not a drill, shelter in place immediately. And by the time the next alert went out to the masses and those 38 minutes has passed, you guys had obviously already clarified that it was a false alarm. But
That's
there were
correct.
still sirens that had started going off, and you're saying that that's on a separate system. So who made the call to initiate or authorize the use of the sirens?
No one had authorized the use of the siren. So,
So
the
why should it
siren
happen?
should not, and we don't know, but we will find out.
Okay,
What
That's-
is the procedure? Can you walk us through the steps of what is the procedure?
It's a weird one.
when you're testing.
The procedure for the test is that in a real event, we will get notification from U.S. Pacific Command. And they will go through the test as far as activating the computer screen and the program as far as that would activate the warnings and the alerts.
oh, so we know the console has a screen.
Process of our test is that we simulate a
working
notification
computer.
from PACOM. Now again, no notification from PACOM came. We simulate that, and based on that simulation, our staff at the state warning point will open up the
PACOM, I'm
screen,
assuming
go
that's
through the
Pacific
checklist,
Command.
and then make that initiation.
Oh, they must have had a fun day today too.
There is again, it's a human error. There is a screen that says, "Are you sure you want to do this?"
All these
Again,
damn
that's already in
conspiracy
place.
nuts in the comments. I swear to
We
God.
had one person, human error, and that thing was pushed anyway.
So there,
So they not only
by
triggered
having
the alert, they
redundancy,
also pressed yes?
Yes.
There was a two-step process.
Yeah, there is
You
a-
press yes in both situations.
Okay, so what's the two-step
So
process?
by having redundancy, having two people, you've got 12 to 13 minutes to alert the public. How much of a delay?
Wait. What's a
There's-
two-person then?
There would be no delay in this case. We would have said right now the process.
So is it like, is one person
process
supposed to
would be the
hold
OTS
something,
or
like
the
turn the
person in
key and then
charge of
someone
warning
presses the
point. That
thing? Or
shift
is it like,
would be the one to either push it or oversee to make sure that there's two people there when you push the button.
so you're just watching someone push a damn button?
Redundancy in place then. Someone clicks to send out
And
this mass
Homeboy
message,
1
and
couldn't
then
tell
someone
Homeboy
also
2
clicks
to say,
yes.
don't press the
It's
button
the
on the
same-
left
it's
or
the same
press the button on
person.
the right. Like, what the hell was person A doing?
He did it twice.
I can't explain that. That's like I said, it's a human error that we're going to fix.
Give us their
We understand
name.
it's a mistake,
Give
but
us
what
the
are
name of the human
consequences
error.
As a result of the kind of just mass hysteria and confusion that was launched this morning as a result of a human error.
What's the consequence? The consequence of this is obviously bad.
At least you
I'm
own up
working
to
on
that.
credibility now because we've worked so hard to get this in place. That's why I want to tell the public right now is, again, this was a mistake on our part. But don't let that stop as far as the preparation and the warning time if this happens for real. So,
I mean,
in my
people are
case,
calling
you
for
know,
this
you watch
dude's
the
head
news
already,
right
so...
now. They're talking. Kim Jong-un is talking to the South. So the tensions are getting better. So when I heard this morning, I thought this has got to be a false alarm because that's not happening. And our outreach to public
So where's
and our
this guy?
training is again,
So where's
keep
Fern?
informed of what's going on in the tension between the two countries and keep monitor that. So again, when I saw this today, when I heard this today, I thought something was wrong. It was a false alarm, mainly because the tensions were not there to start something like this. Again, that's this should not have happened, and we're going to work hard.
So where
to
was
make
he?
sure this is not going to happen.
Is it his
again,
day
as the
off
governor
because it's
said.
Saturday?
And we're going to work with the cancellation process and the notification process to be much better, so this doesn't go through what we went through this morning.
Will the individual have consequences? The individual who is
I
responsible.
mean, like he
will
seems
they
like
have
he knows that his resignation's
Well,
coming
the
on Tuesday or
consequences are that they'll
something.
be, of course, counseled and drilled so that this never happens again.
Oh, that's a
and to be honest, this is a shake-up here. I mean, we're not going to do this again. The people here that went through this will definitely not do
No,
this
it's gonna
again
be a
because they
shake-up,
don't
son.
want to cause all this heartbreak.
That's going to be a major one
Is
to
there
follow
going to be
on
downside
Tuesday.
counseling?
Will there be any sort of suspension or will they be relieved of their duties because of this?
Well, again, personnel issues. I'm not going to answer personnel issues. They'll be counseled and trained so that this doesn't happen again. I mean, you got to know this guy feels bad, right?
Oh, it's a guy.
He's not doing this on purpose. It was a mistake on his part. He feels terrible about it, and it won't happen again.
Has he been working here a long time?
Again, another personnel. He's been here a while.
I have another question in regards to the mass message that did go out on
Okay.
mobile devices. Not every carrier provided an alert. Can you clarify why that happened? Because in a
Ooh,
real
this is the
situation,
Apple,
everyone would
Android,
need to know.
Google phone thing.
I would say that we hope to learn from what happened today.
Oh, we go into the second video. This is cool.
Employee didn't realize that they had triggered this mass communication on their mobile device? Did you ask him why he said yes? Are you going to do this? You're just
You asking someone, why did you make a mistake? It was not intentional, it was a mistake. Asking him why he made a mistake,
I mean,
I'm not sure what he's asking.
he made a mistake. Step to the mic, Fern.
we can talk about now the safeguards that are
So it
in
means
place
like,
to again
A,
work toward building
person
back
was
the
like,
community trust that you're
just
gonna
made a mistake.
include
2,
an island state where
under
we
the
should
influence of
take
something.
no
3,
danger, not just from the possibility of
just
forced
wanted to
dismissal
troll all of
or
Hawaii.
tsunami or
4,
hurricane, so many
paid.
other things that we should be
5,
more readily prepared for than
investigate
other
this.
communities. What are the now safeguards in place clearly to prevent a potential mistake from happening again?
So a couple of things. We have suspended the test. So the routine
Okay, suspended the
activities
test.
will be suspended until we can implement appropriate changes. As I said, we've already implemented some of the changes to ensure that more than one person
Man,
is
this
involved
vagary.
with that. We definitely learned that some of the notifications, some of the sirens did not work.
This man has the worst governor yet. This,
That is.
your comment is
On a
stupid because you can't
going-forward
even
basis, we
speak
do
correctly.
intend to continue the monthly siren test and other tests as we have done in the past. You know, we believe that it's imperative that we continue to exercise.
Okay, these have to be computer operated trolls, or these are just bots because they can't even like.
False alarm is a terrible thing to happen, and we implemented changes already to assure that it doesn't happen again. We will further refine the processes as we go forward to make sure that we can put in better safeguards to.
Okay, so that's like a chief of staff in the green collar shirt.
How does it take to run the 24/7 operation?
Right now, we have
Fern, go to the mic.
3 to 4 people in our shifts.
Any plans to make that additional staffing? Or
So 3 to 4 people, and then you continuously shift someone off of it. So it's just like a one-person job, and then someone comes in and monitors.
Is there a plan to put more messaging than just shelter in place in that initial warning message? A lot of people have said that there was a lack of information in that initial message, and for those who may not have heard.
Cool. Hey, so this is the end of the first video, and I hope you enjoyed, and let's have a discussion on what was happening in the first 10-13 minutes of Governor Ige's press release with Fern Miyagi, the head of the emergency response team for Hawaii, that one HTA, Hawaiian Tourism Association guy. I don't know why he's even there. So hit the comment box, click subscribe. I know this is on Facebook or something, but yeah. And aloha.